I don't sound too enthusiastic in this video, it's because I'm not really feeling well. I got sick last night. I don't know how I did. If I maybe might have like shared a drink or something with somebody, or might have like caught it at the gym for somebody. But I'm really not feeling well. I'm just only doing this video is because I wanted to kind of give just a short preview. This video is not going to be long at all. I wanted to address the James Harden final play of the game. Many people messaged me. I even heard on NBA.com that the final shot shouldn't have counted. So after replaying it a couple times and looking at the final play, I can conclude that James Harden did kind of brush off with the arm, and then it kind of forced Iguodala back a little bit, and then Harden later took the shot and made the game-winning shot. To be honest with you, I think, in my opinion, that should have been called as an offensive foul. So I can understand from the NBA's point of view that call was blown, but there was also a couple other calls that were blown in the game. Draymond Green blew a call on Draymond Green where he did like a hard foul on Ariza, and they should have called him for a flagrant foul and they didn't. But I can go back and forth with the play calling. You know, there was about 2 or 3 bad calls on Houston and 2 or 3 on them, so it kind of weighed out at the end. I think it kind of evened itself out, but I truly believe that if any call should have been made, it probably should have been at least a Draymond Green flagrant and the James Harden brush off at the end. I think that those 2 calls should have been made. It's no secret that the referees have, they got a tough job to do, man. And then it's hard for them to run up and down the court and then have to see every little thing. Is that a foul? Is that a touch? Is that a, whatever. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Game's over with. We won. So it's 2-1. Game 4 is on Sunday tomorrow. I haven't gotten any word from Michael yet on any extra tickets. So if any Red Rowdies, got some tickets already, man, hey, have fun at the game. I'll probably go to Lucky's to go watch the game because Lucky's is a really good place, to meet new friends and just have a good time, watch the game. Have some food, have some drinks, kind of chillax. So Stephen Curry's playing. Stephen Curry. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous now. Because I thought if he sat out, we had a good chance to tie this series. But if Curry's playing on Sunday, the odds are not in our favor to win. But either way, I'm still going to be rooting for my team, and I still hope that we can come out with a victory here. So keys to winning Game 4 if Curry's playing. Obviously, we need Patrick Beverley to shut him down as much as possible, to put a lock on him, and to stop him from scoring. We also need to put pressure on Klay Thompson. If we could put the ball in Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green and make them have to beat us, I think we have a really good chance to tie this series. I really do. I'm glad Curry's coming back because, you always want to beat a man in his best, and I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the challenge. And we got to tie this series. I mean, we can't go down 3-1. It's going to be really hard to come back. I know you're going to say we did against Clippers last year, but if we go down 3-1, I think they'll finish us in Golden State. I think they will. So it's like really a must-win tomorrow. It's like we don't win this game tomorrow, that's it. It's over. Also, we need to limit our turnovers. I think we did a really good job of that last game. I think we had like 12 turnovers as opposed to 21 in the first 2 games. So I think we're on pace to shorten our turnovers. We're not in foul trouble. The last 2 games we've done a really good job in staying out of foul trouble. But most importantly, penetrate to the basket. And in the last game we had almost 47 points in the paint. Which means to tell you that when this team is driving the ball in the lane, James Harden's getting his points inside the lane, dishing it out to the open guy if necessary, or even Ariza or Beverly's driving in for the layup. If we're getting points in the paint, that eliminates the amount of threes we have to take to make up for that. You understand? So anyways, to kind of cut a long story shorter, I hope the Rockets can win this game, and I hope that we can tie this series, I have fun. I went to the Rowdies game the last game. I shot it real loud and kicked it with Kev and kicked it with all the other Rowdies, and I hope I get another ticket, but if not, I'll be right at Lucky's Pub watching the game right across from the stadium and waiting for my Red Rowdies to come over there, and then we'll be chilling or whatever, chillaxing. I also wanted to address, I think Chris Crap, I kind of addressed him the wrong way. he said that, that was a lucky win. Y'all barely won without Curry, blah, 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 blah. He sounded kind of a little mad about it. But look, if Curry would have played, bro, I'm going to give you props. We wouldn't have won that game. Okay? We won by 1 point without Curry being in the lineup. Curry comes in the lineup. I don't know the status of his injury. I don't know if it's still serious or whatever. But if he plays and he's 100%, it's going to be really hard to beat you guys. I'm not going to lie. We're still the underdogs in this playoff series. But if we can at least manage to win like one more game, I'll be happy. I do want to win this series. Don't get me wrong. I do want to host that trophy at the end of the year. But in order for the Rockets to do that, man, they're really going to have to figure out a way to shut down Curry, especially if he's coming back in Game 4. It's going to be difficult. Also, we're leaving Spates open for threes. You guys need to cover this guy. Obviously, he's got an arch on his shot. He's got a little pep in his step. When he takes that shot, Suge Knight is hitting him. We got to figure out a way to control Spates. All right? He scored, I think he led the team with 24 points off the bench, mind you. Now, mind you, Golden State didn't even play him in the second half, or the second half of the fourth quarter. Like, in that fourth quarter, he didn't really get many minutes. And I know you probably want to go, you say, well, you want to go with your best five. I mean, I get it. But if Spates is your leading scorer, I'll be damned if he sits out. If it was me personally, I would have kept the man in the game. So anyways, that's all I have to say about this game. Just hope we can penetrate to the basket, get some ball movement. We played Game 3 the other night. That looked like the team from the previous year before when we went the second seed and went to the Western Conference Finals. That's what that team looked like. And I hope that we can somehow get that ball rolling together and muster up a way to get this win on Sunday tomorrow. Because I sure as hell would love to see the series tied at 2. Because now you're looking at, if it goes to 6, you're possibly most likely looking at a 7-game series. And like I said, the series has not presented itself until somebody loses on their own floor. Golden State won 2 on their court. We won 1. We got the opportunity to tie it up. If we lose tomorrow, we're out. I'm just being honest. But if we win tomorrow, basically home field advantage would suggest they'll still win. But we have a chance. We have a fighting chance still. It'll be the best of 2 or 3 at that point. And we would just only have to win 1 game at Golden State. The pressure to me is Golden State has more to lose than we have to gain. You probably ask yourselves, why is that? Well, it's quite simple. Because Golden State's trying to repeat as champions. Do you think they want to be the number 1 seed at 73-9 and get knocked off by number 8 seeded 41-41 Houston Rockets, a team that barely made the playoffs and won the final 3 games they had to get in? I mean, do you really think that's what they want? I mean, this would probably be one of the biggest upsets in NBA history if we can knock them off. Because the deck was stacked against us. There's no way we're supposed to win this series. But if we can win Game 4, we got a fighting chance. So anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say. It's going to be a short video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll film the Rockets game at Lucky's, or if I get some tickets, I'll film it at the game and let you guys see the romp and everything. And that's all I got to say from there. So I'm heading out. Peace out. Subscribe.